There are two different types of carbs, or actually it's many more, but the mostly common are the flat slides, which means you have a slide and you have the throttle body, and that's actually coupled to the throttle body, meaning when you pull your throttle, it will automatically open this this valve here. On the other side, there's the constant velocity carbs. They're much easier to set up properly. Of course, they don't have the snappiness of FCR, but you can get quite good with them if you do the right stuff. There are 3 holes here. One hole, the biggest one, is for the needle that goes in here, and then there are 2 smaller holes. The carb slide can only go up as fast as air can pass through these holes, and it can only go down as fast as these holes allow it. So what we are gonna do, if you look closely enough, I don't know if you're able to see that, the outside here of the hole is already 3 millimeter, so I can stick that in here, the 3 millimeter, but it won't go all the way through, and we are just gonna take a 3 millimeter drill bit and just drill these 2 holes out. Not this one, this is for the needle, but these 2. So really simple, just be careful to not damage anything. All the way through, and then the other one here as well. And now make sure you clean up all that stuff. I just used some compressed air, and now you can see these holes are now a bit wider. They're now drilled to these 3 millimeter. So yeah, that's the first part. We can modify the slider to go up and down quicker. And then there is another part. There is this spring here pushing this one down. Actually has an impact of lowering the throttle again, but also the harder this spring is, the harder, the more air needs to pass through these passages to then be raised up. So what we are gonna do now is we are just gonna count like 1, 2 coils, something like that, and then somewhere in between here, we're gonna clip it. And then you can also make sure that it's kind of not sticking out too much, but that's not a big deal, to be honest. And with that done, we have it made much easier for the slider to go up and down. And then there is the last mod we are gonna do. We have a system which connects the top of the carb here by this valve here. And usually only newer carbs do have that. Actually what it does is there's a magnetic valve in here, which is connected by these cables here. So if you put some voltage on, the magnet will actually open up, and it will open up this passage here, going then through to the top. Meaning we will basically destroy that vacuum created on top, pulling the slider up, and we don't want that. So what we are gonna do here is we are just gonna cap off this this attachment here. I do have these handy little rubber protectors, which I'll usually use, but you can also use, I don't know, maybe a bolt or some super glue or something like that, just something that sticks and doesn't then fall into the carb. That's really important. And then once that's done, you can basically just put that hose on top of it, and nobody would even notice that it's going on here once it's fully attached. So that's basically the 3 mods, and of course what I always recommend is installing a JD jet kit, especially once you open up the engine. So you put on an aftermarket exhaust, or you're gonna open up the airbox by doing a 3x3 mod or something like that. So make sure to keep your jetting adjusted properly, and based from my experience, what JD jetting tells you to do is usually quite good, especially on the BSR carbs. On other carbs I had different experiences, but on these it's pretty much spot on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do a second series. Probably I'm gonna do a separate video on rebuilding the carb, but that will be uploaded just in a bit, so you can see that somewhere, I guess, in this corner. Have fun, have a good one, and yeah, we'll see us in the rebuild of the carb. Peace!
Mm-hmm.